Hey everybody, welcome to the real United States. And as you know, this year, 2020, we've been staying at home a lot and working in our garden, our victory garden, which has been very productive and very abundant, and it's still relatively early in the harvest. However, some of the plants which could stay until frost, we're going to start taking a few now so that we can do some preserving before the rush is on. And one of those things that we're working with today is a rutabaga. Now, it's not a terribly popular vegetable here in the United States. I mean, it's common, but it's not real popular. It's much more popular in Scandinavia, particularly in Sweden, where it's often called a Swede, but it's, like I said, it's not as popular here. Now, commonly it's believed that the rutabaga is related, well, it is related to the turnip, but it's not a descendant of the turnip. Now, you're going to run out to the internet, and you're going to check that, and almost every place you go is going to say, yes, it is, Paul. It's a hybrid between a cabbage and a turnip. Well, it's not. Or at least, there's a very good probability that it's not. The rutabaga, is one of the cruciferous vegetables. All right, let's explain what that means. It's part of the whole family, Brassicaceae, which is also called crucifera, or cruciferae, but crucifera. And crucifera is the family which is largely called the mustard family. And yes, that includes mustard, which is yellow mustard. You know, table mustard is made from mustard powder, and the mustard seed that we see in, you know, pickling and stuff. But despite that, that is also part of the genus, smaller group yet, tighter group, Brassica. Okay, Brassicaceae, the family, Brassica is the genus, which includes all the cruciferous vegetables, cabbages, turnips, rutabagas, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, cauliflower, all those kinds of things are cruciferous vegetables. They're part of the same genus. Well, it's long been believed that the rutabaga was discovered or hybrid or whatever in the 17th century between a cabbage and a turnip. Cabbage is Brassica, oh, let me see if I can get one right, I don't know. Oleracea, and the turnip is Brassica rapa. Well, it was believed then, okay, it's always been believed that that was the two progenitors of the rutabaga. Well, recently, in 2019, researchers at the University of Missouri did an extensive genetic research that, you know, obviously we've only been able to do in recent years, and found that that's probably not true. And they published an extensive scholarly paper on that topic. Now, I've got links in the doobly-doo down below to an article about it and to the scholarly paper for those of you who really suffer from insomnia. But the Brassica napa, rutabaga, which also that genus includes rapeseed, which is used for making canola, and the Siberian kale. Those are all well, varieties or morphotypes of the same species, the Brassica napa. So anyway, yeah, obviously canola oil is the biggest commercial use of it, certainly here in the United States. But the turnip, or the rutabaga, I'm sorry, is probably next. Anyway, I've rambled on long enough. I'm going to harvest this and let you see they're a lot bigger than a turnip. And I mean a lot bigger. And, okay. That's a one. And, I mean, they look something like a turnip. Now this one split quite badly, but that's just because it grew too fast or it hit something. All right, we'll wheel around here behind where the camera is, and we'll pull out another one. This one here also about the same size, I guess. Wow. It's rooted pretty good. This one's got some ants on it. We'll wash those off. So we'll take these up to the work table and we'll get those cleaned up for you. Okay, so we brought them up to our work table so you can see. I'm going to wash them up a little bit. Got my handy dandy wand here. Just get all the dirt and whatever kind of critters are in the earth washed off. They say this one you could probably not sell, you know, at the grocer's because it's got this big split in it, but there's nothing intrinsically wrong with it. Now I will say that peeling those is a bit of a booger. Anyway, this top, which I don't care for, they're all right, they're edible. We've eaten them once just to see how they were. But this, again, is very similar to the morphotype that's grown for Siberian kale. Not that fond of kale myself anyway. So I'm not saving that. And I brought out our handy dandy scale to see how much these weigh. Still got a little bit of soil to wash off, but I'll get the rest of that in the sink. So that one says 4.76, and that one is 3.97. So yeah, 8.73 pounds. It'll take about 14 pounds to fill 7 quarts, about 2 pounds per quart. And basically you just peel them and then slices, sticks, dices into, you know, 1/2 or 3/4 inch cubes. Pack them in the jars. Hot water, a little bit of salt. I like to put in some yellow food color to give them a little, because otherwise they look kind of weird when you boil them. But same thing with turnips. When we can turnips, I usually put in a little yellow food color, give it a nice little, just a little appearance enhancement. So anyway, that is the rutabagas this year. And I don't know, let me know in the comments section down below if you like rutabaga, if you've ever had rutabaga. Beverly and I had not had it previously to 2020. We just tried it this year. We fell in love with it. So when the when the planting season started, we just went ahead and got some seeds and we planted 2 rows of it. And it's been very nice. Another way that we like to prepare this is to peel it and chunk it, you know, in big chunks, put it through the French fry cutter, so you got, you know, French fries, but out of rutabaga instead of potato. And then we deep fry it 350-degree oil for about 7 minutes, and it is fantastic. It's just delicious. It's lower in starch and higher in vitamins and minerals and nutrients than potatoes. So it's better for you, but I think it's got more fiber. Don't quote me on that, you can look it up. But I can tell you from personal experience that French fried rutabaga is delicious. And there are any number of other ways that you can prepare it. You know, you can boil it, you can fry it. You know, the rutabaga doesn't know where the heat's coming from, so it doesn't really matter how you cook it. And season it to your own preferences, and it'll be great. So I hope you've enjoyed that. If you got questions or comments, leave in the comment section down below. I love hearing from all of you. If you're new here, welcome to our Victory Garden in 2020 as we try to get through the year without any incident. And I hope you find something you enjoy and consider picking subscribe to come along for the adventure, folks, because we got lots more to show you. And as always, well, thank you for watching.